I know you've already clicked this because you're watching this video, but I want to remind you that underneath this, nested underneath, are a whole bunch. Oh, the custom one's missing. I'll add custom. But there are a whole bunch of color harmonies. And look at this: analogous, monochromatic, complementary, triad. Analogous, monochromatic, complementary, triad. Remember that. Okay, because I want to show you something. I'm going to come back and I'm going to explain this, but I want to show you something right here at this link. And it tells you you have to have your Adobe ID mission complete before doing this, because you need your Adobe ID and you need to follow those instructions back here. This is really important under free resources, Adobe ID. This takes 10 minutes, maybe 12 or 14. Follow those instructions. Be careful, okay? And veterans, one of my veterans yesterday got locked out of his Adobe account because he tried to keep guessing his password. You can't do that. And if something like that happens, you're dealing with Adobe, a multi-billion-dollar international corporation. You think I can fix your problem? You don't want to get this wrong. So beginning students, follow these instructions. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. This video, really cool. And it's from a site called GFC or GCF Learn Free. I'm dyslexic. I'll do that all year long. And it says down here, you may complete the mission when you've watched the video 2 times. Dang, 2 times. Why? I watched it. Watch it 2 times. You need to begin to wrap your head around color. And speaking of color, what's this link? After you have your Adobe ID, what's this link? color.adobe.com. And I come here and notice I'm logged in. I have an Adobe ID. And so because I have an Adobe ID, I can save color harmonies. I can tag them. I can give them names. I can save these to my library. Scott, you go, what is all that? I don't understand. It's okay. But what I do want you to look at, look over here. Analogous, monochromatic, triad, complementary. Oh, I switched triad and complementary in the site. The same color harmonies that are listed here, including custom, are listed back here on our map. Shocking. The exact same ones. So what do I want here? I want compositions from you that are displayed using the different color harmonies. But just like the elements of art and principles of design, where I gave you a shortcut where you could use public domain, specifically Unsplash, in order to accomplish the initial step, because you're going to return to this. You're going to create artwork later on. You can do it now if you want, but I'm giving you a way to complete all these, and now all of these, because here they are, and you can see I have complementary and triad. Reversed, what I'm suggesting you can do is to use these color harmonies in order to find analogous, monochromatic, triadic, complementary, to go through these. And as you do, you can take screenshots. But before you take a screenshot, I want you to recognize, see this little triangle here? See this little triangle here? Right there? These two are linked. And if I move this one, everything else moves together. If I move this one, well, everything moves together. In different color harmonies, you can move one separate from the others, and it adjusts them. That is no longer an analogous color harmony, because analogous are 3 adjacent colors on the color wheel. So you can adjust something and say, hey, I like that. And I'm not suggesting I like that, but this would be an example of a custom color harmony. This is not analogous. And I'll reset this quest because, hey, look at all these different colors. These are not 3 adjacent colors on the color wheel. So you have to know what each of these mean. And then you have to recognize that the defaults aren't always wonderful. You know, sometimes they work. This, a little harsh. Pull that in. You know, you can adjust these things. There's sliders down here. You can play around. You can experiment. Just be sure never to walk away from the color harmony you're trying to represent. Then you take a screenshot of this. Hey, clue, remember I pointed to this? Give it a name, tag it, you know, save it. You put it in your library. And then when you get to producing artwork that uses a double split complementary, you will have saved colors that represent one of a bazillion double split complementary color harmonies and be able to prepare artwork using those colors. That is your little shortcut to finishing color harmonies. And yes, this is a long video, but think of all the time it's saving you. And you have to produce a sentence which describes what is a monochromatic color harmony. You have to define it. Remember, you already did it because back here I told you this is your cheat sheet. These 3 missions right here, elements, principles, color. This is the bulk of the first quarter. And I want you to understand I've given you a way to start this, to secure your understanding of what all this is about. And then we build on that the rest of the year. Because think about it. You have 16.7 million colors at your fingertips. Are you a master of picking perfect colors that go together? And maybe you think so with your clothes, but you don't have 16.7 million colors of clothes. So let's work together and remember that this video is pretty important because it's going to say things I didn't say.